My aunt was pure evil, and the way she died still doesn't feel real. I grew up hearing whispers about my great-aunt. Not the sad, tragic kind of whispers you hear about someone troubled, but the fearful kind. She was known for being cruel in a way that almost didn't feel real, manipulative, vindictive. She pushed every single person around her to their breaking point, family, neighbors, even strangers. People avoided her, crossed streets to get away from her, kept their blinds shut when she passed. And the person she tormented the most was her landlord. He tried everything to keep the peace. Warnings, negotiations, formal notices. But she made his life hell. Daily screaming matches, false complaints, threats, manipulation. He was unraveling, and no one realized how close he was to snapping. Until one brutally hot week in July. When she suddenly stopped answering her door, nobody cared. People assumed she was being her usual self. Loud, angry, impossible. But after several days of silence, the police were called for a welfare check. What they found inside that apartment was the result of a man who had finally hit the point of no return. She had been killed in a violent outburst, far beyond anything anyone could have imagined. The room told the whole story without a single sound. She'd been gone for a week in the sweltering heat, and the air was thick with decay. The investigation moved fast. Neighbors reported hearing one night of chaos, thuds, shouting, something heavy crashing. And when detectives pieced the timeline together, there was only one name that made sense. Her landlord. He had disappeared right after it happened, leaving behind his job, his routine, everything. But he didn't get far. A few weeks later, he was found hiding 2 towns over, exhausted, paranoid, and unable to keep running. He confessed almost immediately, like he'd been waiting for someone to finally catch him so it could all be over. In court, the judge called it one of the most extreme cases of a person being pushed past their limits. He was sentenced to life in prison, and my great-aunt's story became exactly what everyone always felt around her, without saying it. A life defined by darkness that ended in an explosion of it.